of course, I commend that Mr. Oski was speaking in Urdu. I will not attempt Norwegian. I will recognize the trolls. They were a naughty bit, but trolling now has been incorporated into the English language. That's another Norwegian contribution. Maybe not a nice one. Another moving ahead. This topic is such a vast topic, one doesn't know where to begin and where to end. It is constitutionalism and the role of institutionalism. There is a question mark after constitutionalism. I don't quite know what it meant. The doctrine of trichotomy of powers, or distribution of powers between the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary, is also enshrined in our constitutions. The legislature makes the law, the executive implements it, and the judiciary acts to ensure that everyone is treated fairly. We talk about institutions. In Pakistan, we have a parallel vocabulary now. We assume that there are institutions, but they are actually not institutions. The armed forces is not an institution. It is part of the executive branches too. The civilian part, the military part. The judiciary is an institution. The legislature is an institution. Now, Pakistan came into being when the Muslim majority areas of the subcontinent voted, and I stress the word voted, to form a separate homeland. Democratic, foundations were democratic. It needed a constitutional structure. The Constituent Assembly was given the role to do that. The Constituent Assembly comprised of the elected representatives of the people. First, the arrangement took place when the Constituent Assembly was dissolved. The president of the Constituent Assembly was a gentleman from then East Pakistan, Maulvi Tamizuddin, and that resonates with the history of Pakistan, the Maulvi Tamizuddin Khan case. He was the president of the Constituent Assembly. It was dissolved. Prime Minister Khwaja Nazimuddin, one of the leading lights of the Pakistan movement, was kicked out by a bureaucrat, Ghulam Muhammad. So the first attack on democracy, on constitutionalism, was by a bureaucrat, Ghulam Muhammad. This attack was challenged successfully by Maulvi Tamizuddin before the then Chief Court of Sindh, now the Sindh High Court, and the bench was headed by Justice Constantine, other members of Justice Vidani, Justice Muhammad Bachchan, and Justice Muhammad Bakhsh. They unanimously set aside the attack on the judiciary. However, the forces of darkness prevailed in the federal court, where a court headed by the Chief Justice of the federal court, the Supreme Court then was known as the federal court, with a majority of 4-1, set aside the judgment of the High Court and sustained the dissolution order, and there was a vote of dissent there, Justice Cornelius. We then get the 1956 Constitution. It didn't last very long. Within 2 years, the executive again attacked the Constitution. That was General Sardar Mirza and General Muhammad Ayub. This was resulted in the ancillary case of the Doso case, presided over by Justice Muhammad Munir, the Chief Justice, and he endorsed the attack, endorsed the rule of Muhammad Ayub, General Muhammad Ayub in the Loso case, and he then could not find anything within the confines of constitution, within the great history of Islam, within the great history of civilizations of the world. He went to the homeland, birthplace of Hitler, Austria. I'm not just trying to disparage Austria. It just is coincident. Hitler was a menace to Europe, and unfortunately, the professor's theory was a menace to Pakistan. That professor was Hans Kelsen of Austria, with his pure theory of law, professor who never expected that he would be thrown on the world stage or anyone would read his book of the pure theory of law, was used as a doctrine to sustain military rule against democracy, against the destruction of the democratic structure, against the uprooting of the constitution of Pakistan. So this is the next phase. What we then had was uninterrupted brutal rule of General Muhammad Ayub. Pakistan, when it came onto the world stage, it was an idea that the leadership of the All India Muslim League, under the guidance, under the leadership of one of the greatest constitutional minds of the time, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, enlightened, awaked the slumbering Muslim mind to yearn for freedom. And that they did. The spark was lit, freedom was attained, barriers were crossed, linguistic, ethnic, cultural. Two people separated by 1,000 miles came together. No precedent in world history. The largest Muslim population country in the world was placed on the world stage. It was known as Pakistan, the land of the good, the land of pure. This, however, as I mentioned, the ethos of Pakistan was Islamic. Its foundation was democratic, and its structure was constitutional. When you take these away, what happens is that the eastern wing lost heart. They decided to part ways with us, and East Pakistan then became Bangladesh. And what remained of West Pakistan is today's Pakistan. With a new country, technically a new country, meaning a new constitution, and that is the Constitution of 73. The Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, 73. Another significant achievement by the elected representatives of the people, unanimously approved. There were then 200 elected, directly elected representatives of the people in the National Assembly. 196 gave affirmative votes. There were 4 abstentions, not a single dissent. So the unanimous doctrine, the social contract between the people, the state, came forward in the shape of the Constitution of 1973. And the architect of this Constitution was Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. We have then the third attack on democracy and the Constitution. And 2 important cases came to the Supreme Court of Pakistan. One, first let me give a little this background of history. General Ziaul Haq on 5th July 1977 arrested Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, sent packing, abolished all the Parliament, National Assembly, Provincial Assembly, and became the Chief Martial Law Administrator, whatever that means. Bhutto was tried not by a military court, sadly by a civilian court. The unprecedented trial did not take place as all criminal trials in Pakistan before and all criminal trials in Pakistan since take place in the Sessions Court. This took place in the High Court. That is another story. I believe what happened to that trial before the High Court. So the accused lost one right of appeal, which in a murder trial, as the distinguished law minister, who is a very able, was a very able criminal lawyer, now law minister, would say, and would that Mr. Zulfikar lost a right of one appeal. The matter went before the Supreme Court of Pakistan. Here, the Supreme Court of Pakistan was presided over by Anwarul Haq, and the other, it was a 7-member bench. 4 upheld the conviction and the death penalty, and 3 did not and set aside the conviction. Justice Halim, Justice Muhammad Halim from Sindh, Justice Dorab Patel, a Zoroastrian from my province, Balochistan, and Justice Safdar Shah from the now province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So, with a razor-thin majority, a man was hung. Unprecedented. Whenever there is a dissent on the matter of capital punishment, even if you were to uphold the conviction, you do not pass a sentence of death. It is imprisonment for life. But yet another precedent, yet another, if I may say so, and a bad precedent. The matter, and incidentally, it is, unless Mr. Thakur corrects me, the longest written criminal judgment in the history of Pakistan, 950 paragraphs. I have never come across a criminal judgment that long, because there's very few things you have to determine. You just have to analyze the evidence and few statements and that's about it. Anyways, that was the judgment. Maybe it were troubled consciences which makes you right and gave fluidity to the pen. I don't comment. The other important case was by his wife, the Prime Minister's wife, Begum Nusrat Bhutto. This challenged the imposition of martial law. Again, this was presided over by Justice Anwarul Haq, and the petition was dismissed as being not maintainable. Imagine the Constitution has been torn up. Democracy has been thrown aside. The petition is found not maintainable. Sadly, I say it with the greatest of sadness, some of the persons who were in the minority in the Pakistan has a very tumultuous history as far as politics is concerned. The first Prime Minister of Pakistan was assassinated, Liaquat Ali Khan Shaheed. The second Prime Minister, Khwaja Nazimuddin from Dhaka, East Pakistan, was dismissed by the bureaucrat. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was ordered to be hung on the orders of the Supreme Court, and with the fourth constitutional deviation, significant constitutional deviation I should add, and that was by General Pervez Musharraf. Once again, the case of Zafar Hadi Shah. This time the Chief Justice was Ishaq Hasan Khan, and sadly included others like Chaudhry Iftikhar and Rana Mandas. And once again, the Unconstitutional Act was endorsed, and the power to amend the Constitution was given by those who did not have this power, who could not bestow this power to someone who could not exercise it. whether one laughs or cries or don't generate. Yes, your acts are legal, your acts are constitutional. By the way, have this part to amend the constitution as well. You don't have it, you're a paid servant of the state. We don't have it, we are also paid servants of the people, but we give it to you nonetheless. Then, what happens on his watch? The former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto is assassinated. And that is the important distinction. We talk about the roles of institutions, we should talk about the roles within institutions. That is the key. The constitutional aspects we keep considering. We should not, there is good because without institutions, a country implodes, it breaks apart, and I'm not talking philosophically, I'm talking practically. We see it happen. We are seeing it happening. So we have to be very careful. Pakistan needs the judiciary, Pakistan needs the executive, Pakistan needs the military, part of the executive jurisdiction, that they are an MPA, MNA, or as with the grace of the Almighty, become a federal minister, you will get a salary, but only for the duration. We are taken care of for life. We get pensions. They don't. They don't get pensions and they get stipends. And that is not comparable with the salaries of those who are paid by the people of Pakistan. That is you. Please do hold us accountable individually. Another Prime Minister removed this time. This is another first contempt of court law. Never happened before. So we get an assassination, we get a hanging, we get a removal, we get a dissolution, now we get a contempt removal. Does it end there? Sadly, no. Now we come into the trickier waters of recent times. Now, another Prime Minister is removed for non-disclosure of notional income which he never received. I don't want to comment about this judgment. I'm just saying what it says. It says, Mr. Prime Minister, you were entitled to receive salary, you did not receive it, and you did not disclose it. So, you're not a good Muslim. So you send you home. That's what judgment says. I would say if I agree or not. Anyway, that's what it says. And how was it done? Before that was preceded by something called JIT. Now, here becomes very, by the way, those who don't know, maybe foreign guests, it's Joint Investigation Team. Actually, terms with which I was also pretty unfamiliar, because in all the laws of Pakistan, you search for it to find it only one place, and that is the Anti-Terrorism Act. I don't think it's found anywhere else, and the distinguished lawyers, Mr. Abid Saki, Mr. Hassan Moon, and Mr. Afiq Rahman, whether can correct me where there is mention of JIT anywhere else other than the Terrorism Act. But anyways, normal people do their work, no, you can't do it, you do this way. Okay, fine. So we get a JIT. Another very acronym, like we live in a parallel universe sometimes, is ECO. Provisional Constitutional Order. Where is it found anywhere? No, it's not found. Why do you mention it? Well, you have to mention it. Why? Too complicated. Another acronym which all of us have come to know is FATF. Very few know what it actually means, Financial Action Task Force. And I'm ever so glad that for the grey list we have finally gone to the white list. Now I wonder whether if the international body can impose something on us, like the FATF, and require compliance, then not you the citizens of Pakistan do something similar. Let's call it the CMPC. The Citizens Monitor of Democracy and Constitutionalism. Is that a good acronym for you? Citizens Monitor of Democracy and Constitutionalism. Monitor us all. Monitor those in power. Monitor those whose salaries you are paying. Monitor those whose pensions you are paying. How would I translate it? I was going to speak in Urdu, but for the respect to our foreign guests, I decided to change to English and probably Urdu इसको शायद कहा जाए जमहूरियत और आइन के शहरी निगरान. शायद आप में से बेहतर लोग जानते हैं वो बता सकेंगे जमहूरियत और आइन के शहरी निगरान. And let's have a black, grey, and a white list. Let me start with my own institution. यानी कि काली, सुरमाई और सफेद लिस्टें बनाई गई. Not of institutions, but of individuals within the institution. Now, I didn't speak about my institution. I don't raise fingers at other institutions. My personal opinion, and I now speak as a student of law, not as a judge. I speak as a student of history, not as a judge. I speak as a student of politics. I will put in the black list Justice Muhammad Munir. I will put in the black list Justice Varma. I will put in the black list Justice Ishaq Hassan Khan. I will put in the white list Justice Constantine, Justice Irani, Justice Bachchan, Justice Mohammed Baksh. And we have a gray list. There are too many names there. Ignore it for the time. And now, if I may dare so and consider an executive, I will put in the black list General Ayub, General Zia, General Alexander. Now, I'm not making any sort of statement, but I will put in the white list two white Englishmen, not because they're white. Okay? Took by surprise, didn't I? The first Commander-in-Chief of the Pakistan Army, General Sir Frank Walter Massey. He fought the First and the Second World Wars, and he was the first Commander-in-Chief of Pakistan, of United Pakistan, of one Pakistan. I will put it in a higher, even a whiter of a white list would be General Sir Douglas Lacey. Why do I put him? Why do I put the second Commander-in-Chief of the Pakistan Army in that list? I would put him in that list. Now my source of information is a book written by a brother of Army Chief. The Army Chief was General Asim Nawaz. From 91 to 93, he was the Army Chief, and his brother was Shuja Nawaz, and his book is Cross Swords, Pakistan, its Army Wars Within. If you get an opportunity to buy and read it, and he relates to the spirit here. He said, General Ayub, who wanted a plot and applied to General Sir Douglas Lacey, his superior commanding officer. He was rebuffed. So here is the politics of plots. The politics of plots is very interesting in Pakistan. So whether it was and I don't raise fingers on other institutions because the same way the finger 4 point towards you. Let me rest the fingers pointing towards me. And my institution goes within it. There is, as you know, Article 19A of the Constitution of Pakistan. is one of the many countries, many civilized countries of the world do not have this. It's a right to access to information in all matters of public importance. Now, someone filed a writ petition somewhere, I read about it in the newspaper. The Supreme Court has filed a writ petition and the case is pending before the High Court. What? Nobody asked me. I'm supposed to be a judge of the Supreme Court. Registrar Supreme Court. Is he more powerful than me? Oh, I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter to the Chief Justice of Pakistan. The letter is dated 16 December 2021. And I quote just one line from it, that is a long letter. Can a public institution, let me explain. What had happened was that the Pakistan Information Commission had passed an order regarding some disclosure of some information about employees or whatever of the Supreme Court. I don't know what he asked, but he never asked, and the registrar took it upon himself to challenge me without taking at least my permission. I don't know whose permission he took, and he went before the Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court is standing as a litigant before the High Court. I don't have my head around that. That B. I wrote in my letter, can a public institution funded by taxpayers object if information about it is sought? What was the answer to that letter written on 6th of December 2021? None. Earlier, I am sometimes criticized, ridiculed, castigated, abused for writing letters. How else should I defend the Constitution of Pakistan? How else should I defend your fundamental rights? How else would we make Article 19A meaningful and not a dead law? I wrote an early letter, 24th of June 2020, addressed to the Chief Justice of Pakistan, that a file came to me offering me a plot in some sector of Islamabad at a nominal price which I could flog next day and earn quite a nice retirement passage. I thought, I looked at the appointing order, the fifth schedule, I think it is, it provides what the judge should get, the presidential order, whether we are entitled to this, I can find anything anywhere. I discussed it with my family. My son was a bit naughty. How you don't want it? I can have it for my retirement. Well, anyway, I wrote a letter to the Chief Justice. I said, I checked the law, I can't find this, how we calculating this thing. And he so, can you please provide me with the law of the subject? And can you also provide me with who among the judges have taken laws? Promptly gave the answer the next day. And I quote, because you may quote believe it if I did not. Laws are available in the law books. In other words, a rebuke from the Chief Justice of Pakistan to its colleagues that how ignorant you are, that you don't know about this law, go find it yourself. And as regards the other aspect of my letter, asking about information, this is personal. It cannot be shared with anyone, quote unquote. Now, saddened a bit, hurt a bit, probably a little angry, responded the very same day. And I write, like the proverbial unicorn, I cannot find this law. And those holding office under the Constitution cannot plead confidentiality when they receive something on account of the office they hold. It is not personal information. It is not because I am taking this because of the office I hold, not otherwise. Another letter, another circular comes along, and that you are entitled to get gifts of prohibited war weapons. What? From the Ministry of Interior. So I write again, plead guilty, lie too much. 14th of September 2019. I said, how are we guided to this? Article 25 applies equally to all, including judges. How can we, by the way, there were 9 categories of persons in that list who would get this facility: the President, the Prime Minister, the judges of the Superior Court. 7 of them were constitutional office holders, and there were 2 more categories. I won't go into those constitutions because I really want accountability within first. Did I receive an answer? No answer to this one either. So I don't know. We should be grateful to the lady whose honor this conference is being held. How did she become famous? How did she become known? She became known because of this book, because of a decision in this book. The decision in this book is Miss Asma Jilani, as she then was, versus the government of the Punjab. And the number of the MP is very interesting. Developing number 19 of 1972, freedom of speech and expression. So anyway, Asma Jilani, and can you imagine, it's 50 years to the day when this decision happened. Father, Malik Jilani, was incarcerated under the Defense of Pakistan rules. The other petition, 2 petitions were heard, was by the daughter of Atab, the editor of Dawn, who had been picked up under one of those laws. So this was challenged. Now, but don't judges come under pressure, fear? No, they don't. I was Chief Justice for 5 years. Nobody called me to ask anything. So if anybody tells you there is pressure, if anybody tells you pressure, they are not true to their oath of office. If anyone says you are being pressurized with someone, and you can't, as the saying goes, if you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, get out. And if you are pressurized and you set the country, history will remember you. You already passed judgment. There won't be any consequences in the history books. Those persons, like myself, would have gone away. And now, how it saddened me, it brought tears to my eyes when a Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Pakistan said that there was pressure on me, and he said that on television, public television, by General Ziaul to do this judgment in the Zulfikar Ali Bhutto case. You take away a person's life because of pressure? If you could handle it, a resignation letter would have sufficed. Let us learn from our own history. Let us not learn from the Professor Hans Kelsen of Austria. Let the Muhammad Muniz, let the Anwarul Haq learn from the example of Imam Malik, the founder of one of the foremost schools of Islamic law. The former school of, there are 4 Sunni schools of Islamic law. Imam Malik was the first. He lived and died in Medina. His book, Al-Muwatta, those of interested in Islamic history and religion, what did he do and say? He gave a ruling, religious ruling, which we call fatwa, saying that divorce under compulsion is no divorce. Now, on its own, you would say, well, why should he suffer for that? Well, he did suffer for that, and I would like to read you his exact words. What the ruler of the day perceived is, because then there was oaths of allegiance which we take in bed and under compulsion. So the ruler said that by analogy this could be used used against me, that if a divorce under compulsion is no divorce, then an oath under religion is no divorce. So he was called upon to recant. He said, I will never recant what I believe to be the faith, what I know to be the truth. What happened to him? He was imprisoned. He suffered indignities, he was tortured. Still did not recant. All he had to. Then he was told, stop. Okay, don't want to recant. Stop telling people about this thing, that divorce and the compulsion is no divorce. He didn't do that either. So he was paraded through the streets of Medina. It was a great humiliation for a great scholar to have his beard shaven off. That dignity he suffered, and he was paraded. So if I shave off my beard, probably you may not recognize me. So whilst he was being paraded, he said, Anas bin Abdi, and he introduced himself. He said, those of you who know me, who recognize me, that I am Malik, the son of Anas. And those of you who don't know that I am Malik, son of Anas, and I say, divorce under compulsion is no divorce. So this is our glorious tradition. No pressure. Is he a solitary example? No. Come to the another founder of Abu Hanifa, and in this part of the world, Muslims, majority at least, are belonging to the Hanafi sect of Islam. What happened to him? He told the ruler, and I should just, he did not, this is after the Umayyad Caliphate was overthrown by the Abbasids, and Safa, as you know, was a Wali who killed many, and his brother, Abu Ja'far al-Mansur, was the founder of considered the founder of the Abbasid Caliphate. And he did not recognize his authority. Imam Abu Hanifa, he was nobody, no judge, an ordinary person. He said, the Muslim Republic is founded on the collective endorsement of the people. If I may say for the audience in Urdu, खिलाफत मुसलमानों की इज्तिमा और से होती है, मशवरे से होती है, इज्तिमाई मशवरे से होती है. Laying down the foundation of democracy. What else is democracy? He used to criticize the judgments, the actions of the ruler. So what the ruler did, he said, okay, you know so much, I appoint you as the Chief Justice. He said, no, I will not. I do not accept, because he did not accept anything, because he did not consider the rule legitimate. So he was given 110 lashes as punishment. He did not recant. He was then offered, okay, I appoint you as the Mufti person who could give authoritative finding on a provision of Islamic law. Maybe someone else can better put it, but that's the best I can do. So he was imprisonment. And he died in jail. And he left a will. And this is very significant. And this is what he suffered. And when he died, he left a will, a wasiyah. There's a very famous wasiyah of Imam Abu Hanifa, which said that do not bury me in any land which is under the illegal occupation of this ruler. Then the ruler, Al-Mansur, responded when he read this. He said,
من يعذرني من أبي حنيفة حيا وميتا. And if I may translate it, that मुझे अबू हनीफा से कौन बचा सकता है, जिंदगी में भी और मरने के बाद भी. In other words, who will save me from Abu Hanifa while he was alive and while he is dead? And even after his death, he came to haunt him, that he had put a condition in his will that could not vary him. So this is the glorious tradition, our glorious tradition, which we have forgotten. We have forgotten the democratic traditions of the founder of the country. We have forgotten the constitutionalism that made this country, which made the country united. We should not embark on something new. We should not embark on discovering something else. We should go back and discover old truths which made us good. I am sorry for exceeding my time limit, but I will not get any what is the note for all in the diplomatic language. So once again, I am truly humbled, and we must salute this diminutive figure. She was a very diminutive figure, but boy, she was one big lady. Thank you.